This is the Aroma Junkie, and today I'll be reviewing Blueberry Cake Donut. This is a 3-wick candle from Goose Creek, and I'm doing this review to help you make an informed decision in case you're thinking about buying this candle and to share my thoughts as well. And I just want to start by dedicating this review to Crazy for Candles 123. I really appreciate you checking out my reviews and for subscribing. So this recently came out over the summer. This collection included banana pudding, lavender sugar, and everything bagel, along with I think 2 other candles. And I brought almost every single candle that was part of this release. And I was hesitant at first because I had a feeling these would be similar to candles I already have. I mean, what are the odds that banana pudding would smell similar to the banana bread candle, or lavender sugar smelling similar to lavender vanilla, right? You know what I'm saying. Okay. So I've been getting into gourmand candles in the last few months, and I've tried 2 donut candles so far. One from Goose Creek, which was warm donut sugar, and I would never buy that again. And the second was Pumpkin Donut Shop by Bath & Body Works, which I liked a lot. Plus, I just love burning gourmand candles because all my neighbors think I'm baking something in the oven, and little do they know, I only know how to boil water. You know what I'm saying? So the scent notes include wild blueberry, sugary glaze, and cake donut. It comes with blue wax and medium ropey wicks. The wraparound is a picture of several blueberry glazed donuts on a plate, and as you move and turn it around to the other side, it's sort of this wallpaper design of connecting flowers. Now, I'm not a package junkie, so no issue with the design here. At the end of the day, I just need the candle to throw, and I mean throw. Not just regular throw, but throw. There's a difference. So the packaging looks yummy, right? Sadly, the candle itself could not live up to the alluring packaging that just makes you want to run to Krispy Kreme, buy 2 dozen donuts, and rewatch Pretty Woman for the millionth time and just eat your feelings all night long, which is unfortunate because sometimes you just need to dedicate an entire day to eating your feelings. So I've actually been trying out several blueberry candles from Goose Creek in the last few weeks and one from Bath & Body Works, and all have been rather disappointing. The blueberry candles from Goose Creek are all very similar. The only thing that changed really is the name of the candle. And sometimes I wonder if gourmands are just not Goose Creek's strong suit. I think anyone, including myself, would look at this label, including the scent notes, and immediately think that you're getting a donut or other pastry baking in the oven type of candle. The only thing this is giving is the blueberry drizzle. Plus, there is no bread baking component at all. Nothing flaky or bread toasting on a pan note at all. The name is rather misleading and should be renamed to blueberry drizzle, donut drizzle, or pastry drizzle because that is all that I got. And on cold sniff for the first time, I got a faint blueberry sugar scent, and as it started to burn, a sweet blueberry drizzle note started to come out, like the ones you put over donuts, pancakes, or other pastries. It was by no means strong at all, and I wanted to let you know I have a lot of candles, and perhaps I had high expectations, or mediocre candles just aren't doing anything for me at my current candle consumer stage. So my process for all my candles are the first 2 burns in my living room and followed by a 3rd burn in my bedroom if it fails in the living room. I also don't review candles till the end of the 3rd burn so I can put it through its paces and see where it performs best. Performance-wise, it did take close to 4 hours to get an even wax pool. This was a slow burn, never got big flames, always medium to small, and perhaps the colored wax had something to do with it because all the subsequent burns were slow, and I feel other candles would have had a lot of the wax gone by now, while this one took longer than usual. There were instances where the flames were small that I wasn't even sure this candle would survive, but I left it alone and it worked itself out. Now, this was never a powerhouse, and it was always at 3 for strength and throw in my living room. I literally had to go searching for it or stand on top of it to smell the blueberry drizzle. So I finally put this in my small bedroom for the 3rd burn because this thing was a lost cause in my tiny living room. It totaled 7 hours for the first 2 burns in my living room at this point. So this went in my bedroom, I closed the door and came back in 2 hours, and this thing was finally going. Was it a powerhouse at that point? No, but it did get up to a 4 to 5 for strength and throw. And once again, I realized this is a bedroom candle only. And I personally don't burn candles in my bedroom because I'm always in the living room. So this did not work out as I had intended. And if you're familiar with Goose Creek or have purchased any of their fall candles, then this candle will definitely remind you a lot of Skillet Blueberry Cobbler and Blueberry Lemon Bun Cake. They all reminded me of one another. Is it a repackage? I would say no, but a similar note, and it's probably just the same blueberry note they have in their vault or scent lab when coming up with new candle scents that keeps getting recycled. And I have no issue with that. Recycle a scent note if you must, but make it strong, make it special, make it memorable. But this was extremely disappointing because at the end of the day, it was just a sugared blueberry drizzle candle. I did not find this to be special, and the worst part is, it really had nothing to do with the name of the candle at all, and on top of that, it wasn't even a powerhouse. I don't mind being tricked, but at least be a powerhouse. This could do neither, and during each future burn, it was just straight up sugar drizzle. The faint blueberry note was completely gone, and I ended up using this in my bathroom for all future burns. Yet, my bathroom sink, toilet, or towel didn't have any traces of blueberry at all after being locked in there for hours. So I realized I couldn't even make it to the end, so I just threw this out. I just didn't want to abuse myself any longer. So this brings me to my final thoughts, and this candle gets a 3 out of 10 for strength and throw in a moderate-sized living room. The name and label was misleading, and this honestly should have been called Sugar Drizzle. There was no blueberry, there was no cake, there was no donut, and there sure as hell was no blueberry cake donut of any kind. Instead, I think consumers were given a product by a company with the intention to increase sales, and it just ended up being an epic fail in my opinion. This is a hard pass for me even at year-end clearance. Never again. So thank you again for checking out my review. If you like, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, feel free to share this with your friends, and let me know your thoughts down below on this candle.